Welcome back, everybody. It's nice to see you, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Nikki, and it's so nice to meet you. I am a traveling photographer, and my companion, Switch, my pup, he comes with me. Every adventure is different, and I put out a video every single week. So I just came from Tom, Dick, and Harry Mountain Trailhead. I was going to get some footage and do my intro at Mirror Lake, but of course, just like I did last week, I left my GoPro on, only brought one battery, killed it, and had to wait until I got back to the car so I can put my other battery in. So there are going to be a few time-lapse videos that I did take with my phone, or montage videos. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna use them yet, so the quality might be a little different, but it was so pretty that I had to show you guys. I had to do it. I had to show you. So I apologize if like the footage is like a little weird, but after I edit it and everything and put it together, it should be okay. And there was this part of the trail where there was just like really tall purple flowers, and they kind of had a similar shape to lavender. I don't believe it was lavender because it didn't really smell like lavender, and there was a ton, like it was just like a field of these flowers. So if it was lavender, you definitely would have, I believe you would have been able to smell it. And it was like swampy, so the path was like a makeshift wooden path, not necessarily a wooden bridge, just a wooden path. And I so badly wanted to do a photo shoot with Switch, but there was actually quite a bit of people, and it was a very narrow path, and there was quite a bit of dogs too, and he is not stranger dog friendly. So even though I really wanted to get a photo shoot with him in that path with those flowers, I decided to kind of just not do that. I feel like we would just have to have not pulled over, but stop what we were doing all the time. But it was super pretty. We went to Mirror Lake, around Mirror Lake and back, which that was 5 miles, and to the viewpoint of Tom, Dick, and Harry viewpoint is 9 miles. So, and that's a little bit too far for Switch. So we decided to just do the lake loop instead, and it was super beautiful. It's definitely a popular swimming lake because there's a lot of people swimming there. Right now we are headed to, we're going to be going to a lake. I think I'm going to be going to Trillium Lake. You can get really good shots of Mount Hood there, and so there's 2 trails I'm going to into lakes. So I'm doing trail lake, and at the last lake, which will be Frog Lake, I'm going to wait for the sunset so I can get the sunset with the lake trees and Mount Hood as well, and hopefully it won't be cloudy. It's been super clear all day, and I was looking at the forecast, and it's supposed to have like light coverage, I guess, but mostly clear, so hopefully we can get some good shots. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a video. And everything that I shoot on this trip will go on my photography page, Raw Footage Photography, and all that is linked in the description below. I hope you have a great time. Okay, so made it to Frog Lake, and I actually got to park right next to the lake. Sunset is at 8:25, and it's currently 7:35, so probably around 8 o'clock or 7:50 about. Switch and I will go and walk the lake to find a good spot, because 8:25 is when the sunset starts, so it still like won't be dark out. It'll probably take, I don't know, like an hour or so for it to like actually get dark. And Trillium Lake is where I just came from, and it was so beautiful. There was kind of a lot going on. There was a lot of people like camping and just kind of having like lake parties and such, probably for Labor Day weekend. I didn't even think about that. And so I'm really interested to see what Frog Lake is all about. There really isn't that really any people here. There's maybe like a couple cars that are parked, but I'm really hoping that I can get a really cool sunset picture. The pictures I got at Trillium Lake were, I want to say, I mean, just based off of how they were looking whenever I took them on my camera, probably some of the best pictures I've taken thus far with the Nikon camera. So I'm definitely getting the hang of it. There's just like so much more you have to take into consideration when you're shooting with a professional camera over an iPhone. So, but it came out so pretty. I got 3 different views of Mount Hood, and I'm really, really excited for it. So yeah, I hope that Frog Lake is pretty as well, and I hope we have some good luck. Typically when it gets darker out, that's usually when the clouds like to roll in, but so far it is looking pretty good. Maybe a little bit of clouds, but they're light and they're like thin and wispy. I can deal with thin and wispy. I can't handle thick and cloudy, so because that's when it hides the mountain, and that's not what we want. so yeah, here we go. Okay, so it is now just after 9 o'clock, and the sunset did not go as good as I wanted it to. I'm not a very directional individual, but I'm guessing that it's because of where I was located in perspective of where the sun sets or is setting. And I mean, it was still a very beautiful shot and a very beautiful scene. It was nice to see the little bit of pink, but that's what I was hoping was like a bunch of pinks, yellows, oranges, and didn't really get any of that, unfortunately. But super pretty. There was kind of this rock slide, a hill that there was a rock slide at one point, and Switch and I climbed up it, and on our way down, because the view wasn't as good as I thought it would be, and on my way down I slipped and landed on my butt, but I caught myself with my wrist, and so went like that, and I hit my wrist super hard, and I felt it pop, and it was so incredibly painful. Now it's sore. It's not having the greatest of time, but it's not like, I don't believe it's like broken or anything. I just landed on it really hard, but so that was a bit painful. But overall, yeah, it's so peaceful to just like listen to the water and, you know, watch the sunset in the sky. And you could see, like on Mount Hood, even though it's so far away, you can see when people light fires. And there was two groups or people, I'm not really sure, but there was 2 fires in 2 different locations, like campfires. And after a while, there was a couple who had 2 corgis who started a campfire just across the way from me. And so that was nice, because I love the smell of a fire pit. So I have about an hour and a half drive home. I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. I appreciate you guys sticking with me, and since you did stay this long, if you haven't, you should hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, because I do post videos every single week and you don't want to miss out. And I mean, why not? This is like one of the coolest channels. I mean, let's be real. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or evening, and I will see you next week.